Thanks for listening to FPRN. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter. If you'd like to start your own show with FPRN, advertise with us, or donate to the network or to your favorite shows, check out our website at www.fprnradio.com.
Can somebody get me a goddamn lighter that wasn't made in China? Jeez. Yes, Katie.
Mr. President?
What is it?
Mr. Emmanuel, right?
Put him through. Hey, Rambo.
Barry.
Good morning.
I just got off the phone with David. He said he faxed you a copy of your next speech.
Lovely.
Katie should have it.
Okay.
Briefly.
Absolutely.
Try to get it right this time.
Will do, Ram.
Okay, I'll talk to you.
Thank you. Every day, one less person thinks I'm crazy.
And we are back on this live broadcast of the Big Plantation, brought to you by FPRNradio.com. And so we were going through a bit of a disagreement in our views of Bitcoin before we left. But honestly, I think that's one of the things that makes us diverse and unique, is that we don't agree on a lot of things, especially given my more anarchistic stance on things and your guys is more... I think you would both be classified as quote-unquote minarchists. But moving along...
I'm so sick and tired of you classifying me for myself.
I don't want your damn labels.
Status. But hold on. We
no
got
lines. No lines, anarchists. No lines. But let me neatly put two of my close friends into a box with a title. Statist.
I got claustrophobia, man. This is bullshit.
I mean, it's either you believe in the arbitrary authority of government or not.
That's way too black and white, bro.
Can we? All right. How about this? We will agree to have this argument either on the next segment or the last segment, so we can do what we got to do with this phone call, because this is gonna be cool.
As long as you promise that when we're done debating, you don't declare victory to an imaginary fight that you had only in your head.
Well, that remains to be seen.
Okay.
So, all right, what we're going to do right now is, I don't know if anybody saw this earlier, but our good friends in the alternative media, Cop Block, they do great work. I'm sure most of you guys have heard of them, but, they release a lot of stories of police misconduct, police brutality. They organize call floods. They encourage people to film the police in an attempt to hold them accountable, where that just doesn't happen enough, the police getting held accountable. They released a status earlier that they had received a death threat on their Facebook from somebody named Darren Redding. And Darren Redding is a soldier, and he's also a cadet for a sheriff's position in Washoe County, Nevada. And they also put the phone number on there. Now, I'm not going to read the entire thing, but basically the message starts off, the private message to Cop Block starts off with, this person saying that they were getting ready to join the academy, and in so many words saying that, this page is BS. You guys, focus on 1% of cops who do bad as opposed to 99% of cops who do good, and it's not fair, blah, 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 which I would definitely say that it's not true. It's the institution of police and their MO as a for-profit corporations beholden to contracts with private prison industries that have occupancy arrangements in those contracts that makes them do these things. So I would say that it is a lot more than 99%, but I digress. Anyway, the message itself, I'll just read the really juicy part here at the end. This guy said, "You're an effing bitch, and I hope some cop beats your ass next time that you're protesting or filming them or whatever. In fact, I'm about to start the training academy for the Washoe County Sheriff's Department in Reno, Nevada, and I can't wait to deal with punk-ass bitches like you. I would beat your effing liberal ass just for the sheer joy of it. Suck my dick, you waste of breathable air. You should have been aborted, but I guess your mother was a dumbass waste of life like you. You're the reason there's no hope for the human race. I can't believe people like you exist, and if I had it my way, there would be another Holocaust with camps and gas chambers full of cunt scabs like you. I hope you die." So this was a private message to our alternative media friends. Okay, somebody who's going into the police academy and is obviously espousing violence and things like that, which I'm sure they would say that they're to protect and serve for honor. So we are going to give a call to this deputy department and let them know that that this was said on a public forum. Now, if anyone wants to check this out, go to facebook.com/copblock. It was a post that they made from 8 hours ago, and they have screen captures of the whole thing. And yeah, so I mean, let's
repeat that again, Heist, real quick, because that's really important. Let producer know so that we can share the images as well.
Oh yeah, facebook.com/copblock. It was a post from 8 hours ago, so you got to scroll down a little bit on the Facebook page. I'm not sure if they have it up on their official site, copblock.org, but yeah, it's looking pretty bad for this guy who wants to supposedly protect and serve. So we're going to call Copblock put out the number of this sheriff's department over there. It's about 4:40 in the afternoon, so it's definitely still open for at least another 20 minutes. So we are going to call them and see if they're aware of this and if they would really entertain the idea of hiring somebody who has been on the record saying something like this.
Right. And it is Sunday night after 7, so hopefully we get somebody.
Well, they should always be open. They should. I mean, you can call 911 at any point. And it's also Nevada, so it's 3 hours difference for us.
All right, let's go for it. And meanwhile, if you could, Heist, get a link to the direct article so people know what we're talking about, and we'll get the producer to post that up. Direct link, not just so they can scroll through.
This is Under Sheriff Tim Cusanek, and thank you for calling the Washoe County Sheriff's Office. If this is an emergency, hang up and dial 911. Please listen to the following options.
Para información en español sobre presos en custodia, por favor, oprime número 9.
To continue in English, please listen carefully to the following options. For information concerning inmates in custody in our jail facility, which includes booking and release information, press 1. For non-emergency dispatch, press 2. For records, which includes cases, fingerprint cards, work and weapons permits, press 3. For detectives to follow up on an existing active case, press 4.
I'm going to do that one another
regarding
time.
information on garnishments or service of court documents, press 5. For the Patrol Administrative Office concerning alarm fees, scheduling ride-alongs, or citation questions, press 6. To contact Sheriff Haley, Under Sheriff Cusanek, Assistant Sheriffs Balaam, Miranda, or Pedersen, press 7. For the front desk, file a crime report, report abandoned vehicles, or for a staff member to assist you in routing a call, press 8. Please make a selection from one of the areas or remain on the line.
Heist, you going to do the talking here since you're so gifted with the gab?
Sure.
Washoe County Booking.
Hi, my name is Michael Heist. I'm calling on behalf of FPRN Radio. We're an alternative media outlet, and we are actually in the middle of a live broadcast right now. I just wanted to make you aware of a cadet who is looking to join your sheriff's department and something that he said to a fellow alternative media outlet espousing violence and threatening violence against them. Have you ever heard of...
Let me put you on hold 1 second, okay? Let me put you on hold 1 second.
Thank you.
PR relations.
Yeah, hold for 1 second might be a little bit more than that. So. So what do you think this guy's doing right now?
Putting us on hold until we hang up.
No, he's getting a hold of somebody who's more qualified to field that kind of questioning.
Yeah, it was probably razzling him. I honestly didn't want to say that we were, in a live broadcast until I got the right person, but...
Oh, sweet. So me and Moses are muted to this guy, so we can just continue.
We
all are. Very nice. All right. Cool.
My hold music? What this sheriff's office doesn't know is Michael Heist is a known activist with a grudge against all forms of authority. Let's see how he handles talking to Michael Heist on his own radio show. He now knows that he's live on the air. Will he come back on? These questions and more on this week's Big Plantation. answer.
Well, hang on. Let's strategize here, because Jamie could be right. They could be trying to wait us out. So, do we want to set a time frame to try and call back, or we hang up and call back?
I think what we're probably going to have to do is we're going to have to call back during the week, record it, and then just end up playing it on air like we have with previous things like this, because it's just what's going to end up happening. I mean, they're either going to wait this out, or a PR guy is going to get on and just say he can't answer any questions.
In all honesty, what we probably should do is have maybe producer take it over from here and speak until we have them on the line, and probably not have announced, "Hey, you're on the air. Think real time."
Well, we're playing it safe. We're playing it safe. I mean, I know the law here in PA is that if it's a public officer, they have no reasonable expectation of privacy, and you can do these things because they're, a public officer.
The law.
But it is different in different states, and I'd rather err on the side of caution than. I mean, I've seen people get screwed for a lot less. So. I mean, look what happened to a demo.
Nothing illegal, Michael. I really wish you would have just went right into your concerns with a possible cadet, putting before good radio.
Yeah, apparently there's a media number that you can call.
Okay, well, I'll take that number down, but is there any way I could just, leave a note with you?
No, this is booking.
Booking, okay.
So, I talked to my watch
I hit
commander,
8 for the front desk. Was there a mistake?
Let him talk.
Yeah, the front desk is closed on the weekends.
Gotcha. Okay, let me...
Tell him
what happened.
All right, what is this number?
He said you should already be aware of it, so...
I don't have it written down. Can you just give it to me again?
Let's see.
Talk to him on a personal level. Tell him what's happening.
Yeah, because we're just concerned because there is a cadet named... what is his name here?
Yeah, I don't have any
Darren
information
Redding,
on that.
who basically said he'd like to gas chamber about 80,000 people, and that's not an exaggeration. I know that sounds crazy and ridiculous, but that's not an exaggeration. I'm sorry, what's that number again?
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Yeah, we're just curious if this sheriff's department would actually be interested in hiring somebody that was on a public forum saying this to a large audience of people like that.
Just concerned citizens of the good Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, the number's 742.
1 second.
4522.
742.
Mm-hmm.
What was after that?
4522.
4522. And what's the area code?
775.
775. All right, thank you. And check out copblock.org. They have the full story there with screen captures and everything. This isn't like a prank or anything like that. There's really a cadet trying to get a job with you guys who literally said he wanted the gas chamber everybody who likes the page. So that's pretty scary if you think about it. We're just concerned, and we would like to see, to make sure that somebody who espoused that level of violence doesn't get a job in law enforcement, because that's very, very scary.
Plus, knowing that sheriff's offices do use alternative media sources like Facebook to screen
I will
their
call
people,
back,
we
so
want to
thank you
make
very
sure
much.
that takes place when screening this individual.
Okay, well, I will call back during the week, but thank you.
You're welcome.
Very good. Very good.
Well, moving right along here, since...
How did you not have that guy's name in front of you?
Because I have to use one of these stupid roll pads instead of a mouse.
You're chiseling shit into a stone? What are you talking about?
I got multiple stories in
It was a
front of
good
me.
job, though. It was good. All right? That now they know. I'm just going to tell you right now. Let's go into the psyche of that building right now. He put us on hold and said, there's some radio show called about one of the cadets. He's saying that he wants to gas chamber people. Or something or other. Hey, put on John. He's the stupidest one. He'll give the least information. This is Officer John. And then that's what happened.
Well, yeah, like Jamie said, though, I know I can do it sometime this week, do a follow-up, talk to a real person, and get the story, get the scoop.
Yeah, this has definitely been something that we're all too familiar with here at the Big Plantation, making calls to feds. Oh,
Those
Maybe
aren't
feds.
feds, bro. In fact, I want to reiterate something here real quick, is that the sheriff's office and the sheriff's department of many states have become the only form of resistance against the federalized state police and now the federalization of the regional police. The sheriffs in a lot of states have thrown the gauntlet down and said no.
I do concede that too. You are absolutely correct.
That's
I
true.
do not know that state is one of them, though. A lot of Midwestern states are terrible.
Well, regardless, if they're good or bad, the whole idea is that the sheriff's department is voted in.
The
You know what
last
I mean?
vestige, yeah.
Yeah, they're the last vestige and they're voted in, so therefore they have a vested interest in looking out for the public. It's the whole idea of what you statist, communist, minarchist, that's a joke, espouse, is that, you know, we should be able to be vigilant citizens and call them out on crazy shit like this.
Go to
Why don't we-
vigilanttcitizen.com. That's vigilanttcitizen.com.